Namaste, Jai Kali, Jai Mahadev, Jai Bharat. I hope everyone is doing good and taking good care of themselves. Remember, if you're fit and fine, you can take better care of your loved ones. So today we are going to talk about 8 signs your depression is becoming severe. Yes, a lot of us go through depression, but let me tell you, with the help of certain therapy and medication, it is manageable. So never hesitate in reaching out to a mental health care provider. Yeah. So now let us understand what are the 8 signs of depression, and that suggests that your depression is getting severe. It's becoming severe with time. Yeah. So if you see, depression can differ in type and severity. Someone you may know may have depression and may not necessarily even realize that they are having depression. Not every person who is depressed has to be lethargic and stay in the room and sleep all time. So depression varies, the symptoms varies from people to people. So it's not always one rule that one has to go by. It manifests in different ways in different people. So depression is different from people to people. Yeah. And also some person might be very cheerful and always laughing and smiling, might be also suffering from depression. So it depends from people to people. So there is no general rule or generalized way of looking at depression. But let us understand the 8 signs that your depression is becoming severe. Let's understand these 8 signs. First is anhedonia. Yeah. So what is anhedonia? Anhedonia is when your ability to experience pleasure reduces. Like earlier you used to get pleasure in doing something or eating something or seeing something. You don't get the same pleasure now. So that is what anhedonia means. Yeah. So the first sign is anhedonia, that you don't get pleasure out of doing the things that you used to earlier get pleasure out of. Yeah. The second one is that you begin to push others away. Yes, with prolonged exposure to depression, one likes staying alone, and they keep pushing away everyone. I mean, either their loved ones, their friends, or whatsoever. They just keep pushing them away because they just want to be isolated and they want to be alone. So yes, that is also one of the signs to look out for. I mean, when depression becomes severe. Yeah. The third one is mood swings. People suffering from depression have very erratic mood swings. One time they'll be happy, the other time they might be crying, they might be overwhelmed, or the other moment they might be very furious and angry and filled with rage. So when a person is suffering from depression, they have got a lot of mood swings. So they've just become unpredictable and they're filled with mood swings. Yeah. So that is one of the signs to look out for. The next one is either the person suffering from depression eats a lot or they stop eating. Yes, some of them seek comfort in eating food that is like comfortable for them, and other kind of people prefer not to eat. So these are 2 kinds of symptoms to look out for when the person is having severe depression. Either they're going to really eat less or they're going to really eat more. There is nothing called moderation. Yeah, because in depression they are in their own state and they just don't understand what moderation is, or they don't practice what moderation is. Yeah. Now the next one is suicidal thoughts. Yes, people suffering from depression often want to really end their life, and they have these kind of suicidal ideation and thoughts, and they just feel as if they are done with this world. They are done with this world and done with this life. And again, if you see, that is because of lack of motivation and a lot of negative thoughts building up because of depression. And of course there is no scope of talking out, talk therapy or psychotherapy. So it builds up, and it builds up to such a level that the person has a generalized view that everything is useless. I'm just done with this world. I just don't want to live any further. Yeah. So that is the time when they have these suicidal ideation and suicidal thoughts. Yeah. Now the next one, the next sign is that these people get into self-sabotage. Yes, they start isolating themselves. They start keeping themselves away from a public gathering, friends party, or a family reunion or whatever. So they keep themselves away from it and they get into self-sabotage. Yeah. So that is one of the signs. The other sign is these people suffering from severe depression actually get into self-harm. They often do such things which is just normal for them, but from our point of view or from our side, we can see that it is absolutely self-harm, because as it is, they have gone emotionally numb. With prolonged exposure of depression, the person as it is becomes very emotionally unavailable and numb. So pain as it is not a great thing in that state when you are highly depressed. So anything painful, anything that hurts, or anything that you wouldn't tolerate earlier, you are able to tolerate now because you are in depression. Yeah. So one gets into self-harm as well, and again, it's not good, it's not advised. But again, self-sabotage, isolation, no one to talk to, mood swings, eating disorders. So all of this, is an important part of depression, severe depression. Yeah. So one leads to the other, one leads to the other. That is how it goes. And the last point is, the last sign is stuck in bed. Yes, people suffering from severe depression, they just don't have any motivation to come out of bed. They either sleep too less or they sleep a lot. And again, either sleeping less or sleeping too much results in anxiety, other kind of mental health issues, and it's not good. So one should sleep an optimum number of hours in a day, or maybe at night. So oversleeping is also not good. So these people are all the time stuck in the bed. Either they'll sleep less or they'll sleep more, or they'll just be lazing in the bed. They really don't want to come out of the bed. Yeah. So they are just not at all driven, or they don't have any motivation or anyone to talk to, and all of that basically leads to more of problem. So yes, we need to create more awareness. Depression might not manifest like cancer or brain tumor, but depression is equally unhealthy and bad for us. Yeah. So we should create more awareness and let people talk out of it rather than judging them. And trust me, we need to create awareness to such an extent that mental health issues are normalized and considered normal in the society. It should not be as if someone is having mental health issue, that person necessarily has to be mad or lunatic. No. So we need to create more awareness and help people come forward and talk about the problems, and of course talking helps. So yes, in case if you have such signs, please consult a mental health care provider or professional or a psychotherapist. Talk yourself out. Talking helps. That's what I do in my free time. I talk to a lot of these clients who are having a lot of these mental health issues. So talking helps. I mean, if it doesn't help, or maybe if it is teamed up with the psychiatrists, psychiatrists prescribed medication, then of course it works even wonder. So medicine as well as talking therapy, it really works well in managing. So nothing is impossible, or nothing is incurable. Depression can be managed, depression can be handled, and people can live happily despite of having depression. There are ways to manage it. It's definitely manageable. So don't give up hope. and look forward for help. And please take care of yourself, like, share, subscribe to the channel, and in case if you would want to add in something related to this topic, you can always comment below. Till then, please take care of yourself. Lots of love and blessing. Bye.